Hello and welcome to another Raggy's pub review. So today I'm going to talk about Doctor's Orders in Carrington. Um, we went there, was it New Year's Eve? For the 10th birthday celebration. And I've not been in for a few years, so I've never actually reviewed Doctor's Orders. So this will slip into my New Year pub reviews. So, Doctor's Orders is based on the A60/Mansfield Road in Carrington in Nottingham. So literally about a mile from Nottingham city centre and about a mile and a half from my house. So not overly far. It's always one of those where I don't live. You want to drop off on a bus to go in, have a couple of beers, see what's there, and then go into town. I will do this next time we have a venture into town, and we've got bus tickets that can go anywhere. I will have another pop in. Me and Mrs. Raggy went in. Young lad serving. Went up, seen what was there. He says it was table service, so fair dues. So we went and sat down. I'm looking on the board. They had a nice selection of beers. They had their Doctor's Orders slash Magpie Brewery beer. I can't remember the name of it now for the life of me. And I think I had one from Liquid Light on the same day as well. There was a Vocation Brewery, one of the celebration beers there on keg. Was it keg or was it cask? Hard to remember. I can't remember, to be honest. And that's why I need to do pub reviews literally on the day I go to the pub. Otherwise, I start forgetting. Anyway, inside the pub, lovely decor inside. Really, you sit there and you just feel part of the pub. It's a little Micropub. Was owned by Magpie Brewery, and I think the guys, whoever's in charge of it, are buying it off Magpie Brewery. So, as far as I know, anyway. But Magpie Brewery beers will always be there, so this must be a stipulation or something in the clause, which is good anyway, because Magpie is a great brewery. They deserve, it. But anyway, yeah. While you're there, the place was warm. There's outdoor seating on the Mansfield Road. A little bit cold for us that day, to be fair. I had two halves. We was catching the bus to Beeston, so it was it was driving. Sorry, I was driving. So I drove to the pub. The wife had a cola. Yeah, bless her. I'm a beer reviewer. I can't be doing all the driving. Although she don't see that side of it, but and you can't fault her in that respect. To be fair, you can get away with 2.5 pints of low ABV, and you're still good, but the risk is not worth it. But yeah, there was a lady. To me, the pub gives off a real family-friendly vibe. Dogs are allowed in, which is great. I needed to take some videos while I was there. What I need to do on the channel is on days where I feel daft and I'm too sober to do a beer review, and because I am at that stage where if it's my first beer of the day, then I ain't got the courage to do beer reviews in front of people, and it was my first time in there for a few years. Not because I avoid it, it's because, well, it is what it is sometimes, but yeah, there's games there to play. Plenty of seating for a Micropub. Lots of seating. You could fit a good 30 people inside, and then you've got the outside seating. So yeah, it's bigger than what you think. And there's a nice craft beer fridge in there. Lots of different stuff in the fridge. Ciders, local ciders. So it's a great place to visit if you're ever in that Nottingham and you want to visit somewhere that's got a bit of culture to it. Somewhere to come and have a real ale. Dip your toes in the water, because not only have you got the the cask and the keg, but you've also got the ciders. I think there was a wine as well. But then you've also got the craft beer fridge. So there's lots to have a go at. And while I was there, I seen the former owners of the bakehouse in Sherwood. I know they still own the bakehouse in Hockley. I think they gave up one, sold one to focus on the other. Hockley, bigger area, Lace Market area, Nottingham. A lot of footfall around there, you know. Maybe they decided to, you know, get rid of one. Yeah, really nice place. Enjoyed our time there, and definitely want to go again. The beer, the cask was perfectly conditioned. Not that I can remember the beers that I drank. I know I had the 10th birthday beer, and I know I had a liquid light beer. I think one was a bramble or something, something along them lines, anyway. Obviously, new Magpie releases will always be at doctor's orders. So it's in, you know, if you like your Magpie beers and you live local to Carrington, or even if you don't, buses go up there every 2 or 3 minutes. So, you know, there's plenty of buses to get in and out. You know, if you buy a day pass on a bus, it's worth going there, having a few pints, and then wherever, or staying the old time, to be fair. Um, it's a great addition to that area of the city, because you've got the Turner's pub literally 20, 30 yards away. That's more of a sports bar for your lager drinkers and so on. So, but for me, literally, like I say, it's a mile and a half from me. So I will get there again on another day. Um, it was a fleeting visit, but one I had to do. You know, as a beer reviewer and Nottingham person, you know, supporting breweries and pubs is what I like to do. Obviously, there's a lot of breweries, there's a lot of pubs. You know, you can only do so many, and a lot of the time, I'm stuck to going where, you know, I'm told to go. As I don't like drinking on my own because I feel daft. Um, yeah, I hate it. Um, I'd rather have my wife with me or my friends with me. You know, on my own, hate it. But yeah, doctor's orders in Carrington. Cracking place. Make sure you visit if you ever get the chance. Cheers all.